Hi, everyone. Yeah, hot topic, right? How do you increase your event attendees? I'm Rooz. I work for Gradle, sales and marketing. So some of you might have used our tools. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm a co-organizer of SF Android GDG, also the San Francisco Jug, Bay Area Gradle user groups. Been involved with these for around 8-9 years now. Training programs at Gradle, DroidCon SF, and Gradle Summit. So I have some experience and all that. I also organize music festivals, so I've learned a few things there. And the music industry, wow, they are really promoting events way better than tech industry is, so I'm excited to share some of that with you. Okay, so why is it important, right? Who is getting more than 50% return on RSVPs on their meetup? Who's getting more than 50% show up? Okay, so not many. Okay, that's great. That is great. For us, it used to be around 40, 50, around 50% like 3-4 years ago, and then suddenly it dropped, right? Came down to 30% at times. So I did an event with Jerome from the Android SDK team, and he rarely does a talk. I mean, he speaks at Google I/O, right? I'm like, okay, this is gonna crush. 150 RSVPs, 30 people on the wait list, and then 30 people showed up. And I did all the best practice. I was kind of embarrassed. I'm like, Jerome had to drive all the way down from Mountain View to San Francisco, and for those who don't know, it's horrible traffic right now. And only 30 people showed up, right? I was like, I cannot let that ever happen again, right? And so why is meetups down? Well, there's a lot of meetups, right? And there's a lot of content on YouTube, more than before, and lots of documentation, everything, right? So, and your talk is probably already on YouTube. That's coming up, right? So, okay, so what worked in the past, we'd have a great meetup event page, right? Speaker bio, nice write-up of the talk, right? Have every last Tuesday of the month or something like that. Pizza and beers and video recordings. By the way, they're awesome and they still do really well. So I really encourage you to do that. But what works before is not working that well now. Okay. So we had to take a step back and say, okay, well, why do people go to meetups? So we really started asking people, hey, why do you go to meetups? And everyone said socializing and networking. That was the biggest thing for them. And I'm like, well, it makes sense. I go to Google I/O not for the talks. They're all going to be on YouTube anyways, right? I go there to set meetings and meet with people and socialize, right? Fear of missing out, right? That's another one, right? You want to kind of generate that with your event, right? If you have something specific on an Android talk that's coming up, reach out to other folks that are working in that space. They will bring more people with them, right? And that's how you kind of create this FOMO thing, right? People love to check out a new venue. I used to do all our meetups in one location. After that last one where the attendance was down, I was like, that's it. I'm moving it around, and it works really well, and I'm going to get more into that. Content was the last thing, right? So one, you need to have a great team. Share the glory, right? We have 4 members, right? I'm the sales businessy guy on the team, right? We have Ty from Uber works with Android, and Joe from Twitch, and Sasha from Twitter, right? So we have a great team, great balance. It's hard, right? It's a lot of work goes into this, right? Of course, you need a technical person, right? Hey, what do people care about? What are people interested in today? Someone who's doing this now really helps, right, to be a part of the team. We have monthly stand-up meetings. Last Friday of the month, 9 a.m., we have a call, a hangout. Yeah, Slack channel, of course, right? So you need a good team. Okay, so all right, my secret. Okay, my number one secret, if you could take anything away from my talk today, would be try to kill 3 birds with 1 stone, or sometimes 4 birds. Okay, so I'll give you an example, right? I met Jack. He's an engineer at Instagram on Android team at Google I/O, and I was like, Jack, you got to do a talk at my meetup, and it should be at Instagram. No one has done a meetup at Instagram yet, but they have a big venue, right? And they have a video recording system in the AV, and Jack's like, okay, let me find out how I get sponsorship for it, right? Getting sponsors is also hard. So we have a nice PDF that talks about our meetup, past speakers, right? It's nice one-pager of, we have 5,000 attendees and whatnot. And I'm like, Jack, take this to your recruiting team. Trust me, they will sponsor this, okay? Instagram is hiring Android engineers. They will sponsor this meetup. And of course, they took care of the food and beer, right? And they have a video production team ready to go because they're booking the AV guy, right? And so video production is good to go. They're going to send me a video file. I put it on YouTube. Boom, 4 birds in one stone. I got the speaker, I got the sponsor, I got the venue, done. And they take care of the event administration as well. I don't have to sit there and mark people down on RSVPs, right? So we're all busy, we all have day jobs, right? And it's really hard to do this. So you want to really make the best use of your time, right? You need speakers that have draw. You want speakers that are the content experts on that, subject matter experts on that topic, right? Those are the folks that do that. And if they've literally written the book on the topic, you should do post the picture of the book on the meetup page and try to, and they will promote it as well, right? Because now you're promoting their book and whatnot, right? Venue is as important as the speaker, right? After that, when I realized after that one event that I had low attendance, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take this thing on tour, right? Just like a concert, right? So my last few meetups have been at, well, we have Instagram coming up, we have Yelp, we did Twitter, and every month is at a different venue. And those venues also, people want to say, hey, what's going on at Slack? I'd like to check out the new Slack office and see the meeting room. And of course, Slack has their own Android team. So now you have 10 people already from the Slack Android team kind of coming to your meetup, right? So venue is as important as the speaker, right? And we're basically just taking it on tour. Okay, promoting your GDG. Okay, personally invite influencers. I already mentioned that earlier. Social media, Twitter and Facebook, right? Of course, create your Twitter account for your meetup. Facebook group and page. Okay, this is a really interesting one. I haven't done it yet for the Android one, but we've done it for other stuff, and it works really well because you can reach a lot of people on Facebook. If I was not utilizing Facebook ads and promotions on Facebook for my concert business, I would be out of the business. I would be out of the business. We have amazing email marketing campaigns and 10,000 subscribers, but it's not enough, right? So you got to get it on Facebook. One gentleman asked, like, hey, why don't we do ads on YouTube? It's very expensive. $20, maybe you might get 2 views, 3 views, who knows, right? But with Facebook ads, if you have a Facebook group, Facebook is not going to charge you a premium for sending people to your Facebook group via an ad, right? So you say, hey, everybody who likes Android, who lives in the Bay Area, go to my Facebook page, right? And that'll be like $1 something pay-per-click, which is great. Try to use that as much as possible. YouTube channel and recordings, right? We all know the importance of that. There was it works really well, right, for promoting your meetup. I've seen a couple of folks do this. They record the audio and make a podcast out of it. I haven't done it myself, but it's interesting, right? People could listen to it on their car and their drive to work and whatnot, right? People are consuming a lot of audio during their commutes, and it works really well. Email marketing via MailChimp, right? What we've done in the past, for Gradle at least, is we create an Eventbrite page and say everybody has to RSVP. Yes, it's not ideal. You have to kind of RSVP twice, but now you have their emails. Now you can contact them directly for other events, and you're not just stuck with the Meetup platform. Social media ads, I talked about that. Get a sponsor to throw down $100 for a social media ad. Hey, I will put your logo on the video, or I will put your logo on the Meetup page, and I'll let you talk for 2 minutes before the Meetup about your company and whatnot. Get a sponsor. If you have a nice package, you can get sponsored. You just need a nice little one-page PDF to kind of convince them and get the right person on it. And always hit up the recruiting organization. Okay, what else do I have here? Yeah, cross-pollinate with other meetups, right? There are a lot of other meetups. There's like 4 or 5 Android meetups just in San Francisco, right? Sometimes we partner together when we promote the same event, right? It's a community thing. Don't try to, always reach out with other folks. That's what it's all about. Like when we do a Gradle meetup on an Android talk, we promote the event on both meetup pages. Okay, what else? Trying to go fast here. Okay, I think this is going to be the big thing, right? How do you make your meetup more interactive, right? I think this is going to be the future. And, you know, as I said, when we talk to folks, everybody's like, hey, I want to go for socializing and networking. And a lot of folks are engineers. So how do you get engineers to talk to other engineers, right? Pizza and beer helps, right? But it doesn't always work that well. So some of the things that we've done, panel discussions, right? So we had a Android at scale panel discussion where we had Pinterest, Twitter, Uber, and Square talk about, hey, here's how we solve scaling, you know, test infrastructure at each of these companies, right? And it's really interesting, right? And then all the attendees, like they get involved, right? And it's really cool. Group exercises. I did this for a Gradle meetup. I was super nervous. And we basically said, did a 10-minute talk on flaky tests. And then we put everybody into groups, random groups, so they can, you know, because they come with their friends, you want to get them to mingle with other folks. And everyone came up in 30 minutes with a solution for flaky test detection, right? Hey, what is our solution? And it was so cool. You had like Spotify and Pandora and Netflix and LinkedIn and these guys, Apple, these guys all working together to kind of solve this problem, and then they presented the solution to the room. Now you got these guys mingling, and that's what they're there for, right? And now they're getting a lot out of, you know, coming to your event. Spice it up with lightning talks. We had like 5 Android talks in one, and well-known speakers, and it worked really well. You know, 10 minutes each. It really spices things up. Try to solicit questions for the Q&A in advance, right? Works really well for panel discussions as well, right? It's a feature in Meetup, right, where you folks can ask a question as they're registering. And then you can post them, hey, these are the questions that we're going to go through. Unconference style of discussions, I saw this once at a meetup at Pinterest, where they had you know, signs and different seats and different areas when they're tooling, you know, all this stuff, and I was in the tooling one, of course. And it worked out well, you know, it wasn't executed that great, but somebody's gonna pull this off, and it's a conference around this topic, so somebody's gonna pull it off, and it could be you. Okay. More best practices for booking speakers, right? Product announcements, you don't want your meetup talk to be a product pitch, but hey, if there's a product announcement, the engineer could talk about, hey, how did we build this, or how did we solve this really hard problem? And the speaker might even fly out for that, right? You know, the company will say, hey, yeah, we'll fly him out, for him, her out to do this talk now, right? So look for those kind of product announcements and reach out to folks in your network, and I'm sure the company would be happy enough to send someone down to speak at your event. Look for leaders in your meetup category, of course, we know that, right? Open source projects, right? I remember when jQuery was hot. I mean, this is 9 years ago or something, right? I went onto the GitHub page and I found the committers, and I got one of the top committers to come and do a talk, and it was really well, right? We had Ryan Dahl, the creator of Node.js, come and do a talk. And we record, has like 700,000 views still on YouTube, right? So look for these hot open source projects. Book authors and white papers, right? Everybody's promoting their book, right? Just like they're promoting a movie or whatnot, right? And their company will sponsor that, and you can kind of tie it into the books. And now you could get O'Reilly to promote your meetup, right? And maybe they will do a tweet or something, right? But so their marketing team will be happy to help with that. What else? Oh yeah, one thing that I would do is I'd look at the conferences that are coming into town, and I would partner with the conference. Like I did a DroidCon pre-party for our Android meetup. And we got this great speaker. DroidCon sent out an email to their Bay Area folks, right? And it worked really well. A lot of people showed up to that meetup, and I kind of tied it in with that event that's going around. And then you can cherry pick the speakers that are coming into town for that. They usually would not be in town. So look for those conferences and try to plan your meetup around that. And by the way, we stopped doing this last Tuesday of the month. I killed that immediately. And it was, you know, you're just prohibiting, your venue availability, your speaker availability, because folks will remember. It was this myth that folks will remember that, hey, we're last Tuesday of every month and they're just going to show up, right? No, there's too many events going around. You know, we stopped doing that, right? And hey, if a great speaker is available on a Monday or a Tuesday, okay, fine, we'll do it on a Monday and Tuesday. That venue might not be available, right? So there's a lot of challenges there. So what else? Training class instructors, they do really well as meetup speakers, right? They're subject matter experts on that topic, right? And they want to promote their training class. Right, so it kind of ties into that, and you can kind of connect the two. What else? Oh, I think that's it. I went too fast. I thought I would run out of time. Any questions? I got 5 minutes. Hey. Okay. Thank you.